Hey friends, welcome back to the vlog. If you're new here, my name is Holly. I'm a PhD student from Ireland. I currently live in New York, and it has been. I had a weird March. I came back to New York after that whole collapsing, reenacting Leonardo DiCaprio with the Quaaludes debacle. So we're trying again. We are trying again this week with a renewed enthusiasm, renewed sense of limits, and honestly just taking care of myself and not being afraid to not do all of the work and being a bit more deliberate about a work-life balance. I'm living in one of the greatest cities in the world. I have to get out and enjoy it. While also getting the work done that will make me feel good about myself too. So I hope you will come along with me, and I hope you will benefit from some of the academic and mindful lifestyle tips I'll share in this video too. This video is kindly sponsored by Ana Luisa. How do I effectively convey how awesome and unique Ana Luisa are?
Like when you wake up in the morning and you look in the mirror, how much you have to fight the urge to say, wow, these other bitches aren't even clothed.
Show me a company that is doing more for sustainable practices in the jewellery industry than Ana Luisa is currently doing, and I will show you a unicorn, because they don't exist. It's Ana Luisa all day, every day. From their transparency over company practices, their efforts to be carbon neutral. As a company, I would describe them as an all-round good egg. And in 20 years' time, when my super woke nieces and nephews come to me, their aging boomer of an auntie, and ask me,
what did you do for Mother Earth? How did you practice sustainability?
I can say, Exhibit A. I supported Ana Luisa. Now run off, you little hooligans, and allow me to enjoy my 25th anniversary edition of Akatar in peace while I sip on my non-alcoholic spritzer. Otherwise I won't leave you all my fabulous Ana Luisa jewellery in my will. Do I make my point? What was my point? I am delighted to say that I am now an official brand ambassador with Ana Luisa. They currently have a Mother's Day sale on, whereby if you should wish to purchase a piece of jewellery for, let's say, your mother, you could also purchase a second piece with a 40% discount off the second piece. You can support my channel and Ana Luisa by using my unique link down below. It doesn't cost you a thing to do so, but it really does provide my channel with a ton of support. So if you do go ahead and use that link, thank you so much as always for your support. Thank you to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into the vlog. My goal for the rest of this Monday was to organise, but not over-organise. The verb to organise in my life might also be substituted with to procrastinate. So keeping this weakness of mine in mind, I spent Monday afternoon updating my to-do list and planning my time blocking schedule in Notion. I've recently discovered an API integration developed by Notion Automations that is providing me with a potentially life-saving two-way sync feature between Notion and Google Calendar. To the best of my knowledge, up until recently, Notion users have only ever been able to sync their Google Calendars into Notion, but not their Notion into Google Calendar. However, with this new integration I've created, now if I want to make an edit to my time blocking in Notion, then that will also appear back in my Google Calendar. This is useful on so many levels, and I'm excited to see how it impacts my workflow over the coming weeks. And if this is a plugin that you'd like me to do a more detailed video on, I can do so. Just let me know in the comments. The results of this Monday planning session were A, that I had better focus on my upcoming supervisor meeting on Friday, eek, by B, spending the next few days preparing a plan for writing my 20,000 word transfer exam paper, which is due in June. Caught a vibe, feeling like it's 1995.
Now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Yes. The terrifying transition between the end of planning and the beginning of writing. That about sums up my Tuesday. Well, my Tuesday morning at least. After a hair-wrenching few hours in the apartment, trying and failing to get words, any words, on paper, I decided a change of scenery might at the very least make me feel better. So I spent Tuesday afternoon in our local diner, and whether it was in fact the change of scenery, or a flash of mental brilliance, or even the plate of home fries that I ordered, aka the food of my people, I did actually make some progress with getting words on paper. I realised I needed to pare it all back, so I returned to my abstract and fleshed out 2 or 3 different versions of it to identify some basic starting points to get me going. This is something I would highly recommend for anybody experiencing a writing block, or if you're getting back into your research after a break. Return to your abstract. It can be as simple as rewriting it or modelling a few different versions of your abstract off of some papers that have inspired you lately. I keep a page in Notion of all of my abstracts as they've evolved over the last 18 months, and it really helped me on this day in particular to get back into my research, the purpose of it all and the aims of my project, and thus what I needed to write about. Yeah, no, this wasn't a direct choice of mine, although I did put myself in the firing line. I was playing with my niece, and she decided that this was a good look for me. Don't I look like a completely different person with my hair tied up? I know. Oh my god, I have no neck. I look like a foot. Or a thumb. Listen, if you can't make yourself laugh, it's a long old road, isn't it? Anyway, today actually went pretty... One thing that is proving massively helpful to me at the moment is the Zotero app on my iPad. I'm still figuring the app out and learning what it has to offer. I think I'm just kind of skimming the surface at the moment. I might make a video on it once I've really delved into just what the app can do. But obviously you log into the same account that you have on your desktop, and I have access to the folder that is my Zotero folder, aka my literature review in Notion, and I can annotate any of those documents here on my iPad, and I do love handwriting notes on my iPad. One thing I'm loving about it is that, like GoodNotes, when you go to highlight something, it does it in a straight line and it does it behind the text. I know, first world problems and such a small inconsequential thing, but actually the aesthetics and functionality of annotating texts can really help you get more work done if they're pleasing to you and if they're highly functional, which this one seems to be. If I open up the same PDF in Zotero on my desktop, it looks like I can save my annotations as notes. Interesting. I think there's a lot of functionality to it. I'm going to explore it a bit more and see what I can get out of it. Watch this space. Potentially a very useful app. I'm really looking forward to going to the gym. I love the feeling at the end of the gym. I actually love the feeling when I'm in the gym, where I'm like, this is my meditation.
On the coastline in the water, your mirage is like a stalker. I should push him off the cliffside, 'cause he's coloring my insides ocean blue. And everywhere I look at you.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, I'm Elle Woods, and this is Breezer Woods, and we're both Gemini vegetarians.
I got post, or mail as the Americans call it. My mum she's honestly the sweetest woman in the world. She sent me a card. She always sends me cards, and they literally just say, I'm thinking of you. I'm like, I miss my best friend. This is the content y'all came for, isn't it? The wholesome mother-daughter friendship content, but actually rather, what's the word, serendipitously, her cute little Easter card came in the post, so I didn't put that on my desk. But also, her Mother's Day present arrived. Mother's Day at home in Ireland has already happened, but Mother's Day over here has not yet happened. So I'm going to treat my mama to a second Mother's Day, given I'm living in the States at the moment, after all, or at least spending a lot of time here. Wow, I love the box and the packaging, but I'm really struggling to open it. Okay, there we go. All of Ana Luisa's packaging is recyclable and made from recycled materials, and they store their jewellery not in plastic wrapping, but in these beautiful reusable cotton bags. I got two pieces. One I'm going to give to my mum, but the other one I'm actually going to give to my sister-in-law, because it's just me, my husband's brother, and her over here at the moment. We're living on the same floor in the same apartment building. The lads are doing the exact same job. Well, they're both on their fellowships over here. And she is doing an absolutely incredible job minding the children all day. They have two little kiddies, my niece and my nephew, of former fame.
From Mother Earth.
And so I just got her something very simple and dainty. So yeah. Oh, hello. Swish. that's my alarm to study again. So yeah, I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea and launch into an evening of study. I don't usually study in the evenings, but I got such little work done. Alexa, shut up. That and the gym has kind of renewed my energy as such. So I'm gonna have a quick shower, make a cup of tea, study in the evening, and I'll check in with you then. I'm about to meet with my supervisor, and she's brilliant. I love her. Like, she's just so pragmatic, so full of common sense. She's very good at like bringing down any manic overthinking things I have about my project to a normal level. But I suppose I'm a little intimidated by this meeting simply because once we've had the meeting and she gives me the green light to start writing, I will have to start writing, like, properly. I mean, I've been writing and, you know, drafting and brainstorming all week, but now I'm going to show her the framework, the skeleton of my paper, and she's going to either say, no, and she will say, yeah, that's fine, tweak a few things, but then it's like, okay, it's just me and the paper, woo. So yeah, I'll check in with you and let you know how it goes. That's the end of the week. Goodness, I'm fried. I'm gonna wrap things up here. Meeting went well. But now I'm officially on the writing track, so that's wonderful and terrifying and wonderful. If you're still here listening to me ramble on, as per usual, thank you so much for spending your time with me. A massive thank you to Ana Luisa once more for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to check out the link in the description box below if you are interested in purchasing some lovely pieces for yourself or for your mommy. I am very lucky. I now get to go wander up to Sakura Park in Harlem to hear the children's choir that I was volunteering with back in January through March sing their spring concert. And if the timing is right, which I think it should be, sorry, the camera's a little bit shaky because I'm a bit shaky, I'm so tired. We should be singing Under the Cherry Blossoms, which would be fab. So I'm gonna leave the vlog here, and until I see you in the next one, thank you as always for your support, for hanging out with me, and take care of yourself until I see you in the next one. Bye bye.